Hi everyone, we are Team Case Closed and we are presenting a case about NovaThread supply chain. NovaThread is a Gen Z focused clothing brand that sells affordable, trendy apparel online. Our case looks at some big challenges in the supply chain. We rely too much on Asia, which creates risk if anything goes wrong there. Costs are going up because of tariffs and unstable logistics. Our supply chain is also slow, so it's hard to keep up with Gen Z trends. Delays in stockouts are affecting the customer experience, and on top of that, our sustainability positioning is slipping, which is hurting our brand value. To address this, we need to diversify our supply chain, which is where the 60-30-10 sourcing model comes in. NovaThread's biggest problem right now is that nearly 100% of production sits in Asia, which means every tariff hike, shipping delay, and geopolitical issue hits the entire business at once. Based on recommendation by Crowe LLP on manufacturing strategies, we will adopt the country plus one plus two diversification framework to spread sourcing across multiple regions. So if we look at the chart, Asia will now handle 60% of production. While it shows up as $18 per unit, the real cost is closer to $27. Instead of abandoning it, we're spreading volume across multiple Asian manufacturers to avoid putting all our eggs in one basket and reduce the shared risk. Next, Mexico will handle 30% of production. While production cost rises to $21.60, shipping is only about $3 and there are no tariffs, bringing the total to $24.60. This gives us faster delivery and a lower overall cost. Lastly, the USA will handle 10% of production. It isn't about cutting costs, it's a marketing investment disguised as a manufacturing decision. At $25.20 per unit, it lets NovaThread tell a credible made here story that resonates with Gen Z and supports a modest price increase. It is also our fastest option for limited drops and creator collaborations. Essentially, the higher production cost is baked into the pricing strategy. I'll now pass it on to Sebastian.
Building on these sustainability initiatives, the shift in sourcing increases costs, but this increase is strategic, not structural. Under the proposed 60-30-10 sourcing mix, costs rise by approximately 5 to 8% due to higher production costs outside Asia. Nearshoring reduces shipping distances, lowering emissions and improving delivery speed, allowing NovaThread to improve sustainability and operations at the same time without additional investment. More importantly, sustainability enables pricing power. Customers are willing to accept a 10 to 15% price increase when sustainability and ethics are clearly communicated. Through initiatives like Know Your Thread, NovaThread makes its supply chain visible, building customer trust. This aligns with Crowe's perspective that visibility across the supply chain is key to turning sustainability into measurable business value. As shown in the chart, this increase in price more than offsets the increase in cost, resulting in higher overall value. Now I'll hand it over to Dave.
Okay, let me start the pricing strategy with a quick question. If your cost goes up, do you absorb the impact or pass it on to the customers? At NovaThread, holding prices at $45 would reduce margins from 52% to around 44%, which is not sustainable. So the recommended move is a 10% price increase to $49.50. This brings margins to approximately 42% and generates about $4.8 million in additional annual revenue, while still staying within customer willingness to pay. This raises an important question: why it's 10% rise and not 15%? While customers may tolerate up to 15% increase, that level should be treated as a ceiling, not as a starting point. The 10% increase is a more balanced approach. It reduces the risk of pushback, preserves flexibility, and avoids alienating price-sensitive Gen Z customers who have plenty of alternatives. Now, think about it from a customer's perspective. Would you pay more if you could actually see where your clothes are coming from? That's exactly what the Know Your Thread campaign delivers. It is a transparency-first approach that provides visibility into suppliers' details, carbon footprints, and ethical standards. This turns a price increase into something tangible and credible. Customers are not just paying more, they are paying for something they can clearly see and trust. From the execution standpoint, the rollout should be gradual. Instead of repricing the entire catalog at once, NovaThread should begin with the new season lines and hero products, where the sourcing story is strongest, and then scale across the catalog over a 6-month period. At the same time, it is also critical to protect the most loyal customers by offering them a 5% discount to the top tier repeat buyers, ensuring retention of the most valuable segment. Overall, this is not just a price increase, it is a shift from cost driven pricing to value led pricing. It enables NovaThread to recover margins while strengthening brand trust and funding its sourcing transformation in a sustainable and defensible way. These approaches are consistent with Crowe's published pricing optimization framework, which emphasizes willingness to pay mapping, targeted price communication, and sustainable margin recovery over short term cost absorption. And the next slide will be presented by Suyong.
I will briefly go over the operational improvements. This section focuses on 3 current issues: shipping delays, stockouts, and customer complaints. To address these problems, we recommend better demand forecasting like AI and real-time supplier tracking and safety stock for core SKUs. These improvements can help NovaThread improve planning, increase visibility, and maintain product availability. Crowe's case study also supports this approach through stronger forecast accuracy, inventory planning, and real-time visibility. I will now hand it over to Sebastian for the risk management section.
Regarding the risk management, based on Crowe LLP's risk management strategies, we know that companies are focusing on things like leveraging data and analytics to spot risks early, using technology to track suppliers and contracts, integrating risk management into day-to-day processes, and building flexibility and backups to respond quickly to disruptions. For tariffs, we've set automatic renegotiation triggers and prioritized sourcing from USMCA-protected Mexico to buffer against increases. To avoid single supplier risk, we kept any supplier at 35% and qualified backups within a year, giving full visibility and traceability. For brand and sustainability, we run biannual audits, tie bonuses to KPIs, and publish quarterly impact reports to integrate accountability into the process. Finally, for demand shocks, we A/B test price changes, monitor returns weekly, and maintain loyalty tiers for top customers, using real-time analytics to guide decisions. In conclusion, NovaThread's strategy focuses on rebalancing cost, sustainability, and resilience. By diversifying sourcing, the company reduces risk and improves reliability. At the same time, sustainability becomes a driver of pricing power through stronger brand perception and transparency. While costs increase moderately, the overall value created through higher pricing and improved demand capture more than offset this. Ultimately, this represents a shift from cost minimization to value creation, positioning NovaThread for more resilient and long-term growth. Thank you.